Thank you.
Jimmy Zubier. This song in the background of the sneaker video.
Yes, nigga, yes.
I think, yeah.
The new shoe up, nigga.
Bro, you got to performance at the club. We got to see the reaction at the club.
It's not like a club banger.
Nah, nigga, I ain't trying to take nobody to the club.
I don't think it's as cold as weak as you're trying to make it.
Nah, fuck off.
Yeah, it's all folk music.
I'm music. Yeah, nigga, for the old nigga. You know my rap name is old head.
Yo, Whack, we live. What up?
What's up with it?
That's my nigga Whack right there.
No jumper. What happened? What's the word?
I'm telling, hey, bro, Rogan said, bro, that like you have a homie that you haven't met, and we said nigga,
Well, he be busy.
Whack met the homie, bro.
No, he just got out of prison.
If Mike is old enough, he would have met.
The guy just got out of prison.
Okay, I want to hear him.
He just got out of prison. That's why I ain't met him.
What you talking about?
Hey, what's up, Whack?
You.
Hey, so no, I said I met one of your homies yesterday on Broadway. You know, I be with the car club niggas, and he was like, man, you know, he be watching No Jumper or whatever, and he said, man, I just got.
Who in here? What up?
I'm actually from Pacoima.
I'm about to get my third workout. My second workout was, matter of fact, I did 4 today because I didn't sleep right. So my third workout was trash. The last 3 days, I had a trash second and third workout. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what up? So we about to do my fourth workout. We about to juice. You know what I mean? Stuff I post. About to juice my green apples, cucumbers, juice. I said juice and not blend. My green apples, cucumbers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna cook some basmati rice. Basmati rice, real good, especially for melanin skin folks. No sugar in it. There is no sugar. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do it, whether you're plant-based or not, basmati rice is extremely good for the body. Who's that? Snipes? No. Simps. Simpies? Him? What's good, man? Where you from? There's 3 people up in. Hey, what up? What that? Milka? This Friday, I'm dropping classes on how to eat, exercise, and trade money and trade on the stock market. I already got it on my page, so if y'all wanted to make some money, just follow my strategy. You know what I mean? And, but people wanted me to get more detailed, so message retracted. Why, Mika? What's going on? But yeah, another 5 minutes. I'm gonna just set up and start doing my workout. Where everybody from? 19 people in here. Where everybody from? What up? What's going on, everybody? I know a good strategy to make money. So do I. You know, it's on my page. It's on my page. It's on this You stupid. You the Lydio J. That's the yeah. That's a bet. That's a good strategy to make money and a good strategy to get your picture taken too. They got some of the best photographers at those spots. But yeah, where you from, man? Lydio. That's funny word. I like people who actually like to enjoy life, man. I know a good strategy to make money. That's funny. Oh, it was 19 people in. Now we at 7. Like and share the live, y'all. Like and share the live. Another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. I'm gonna set up and I'm gonna start my workout. Last 3 days I've been messing up my workouts. You know, and with me, I love to exercise. Salute. Word up. Appreciate it. I'm from Albania. Oh, that's what's up. Brooklyn, New York, United States. United States. Well, I was born in Liberia, West Africa, at the age of 5. I'm 41 now, and age of 5, I came to America. Been here since. I'm the only one exercising tonight. It's not that late. 3 people. Was 19 people in here. Just like I say, Oh, that Lydia. That's a. How's life in America? I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's extremely great, but you know, America it doesn't treat Americans the best. You know what I mean? Or people in America. It doesn't treat people in it trains everybody to think, you know what I mean, against each other. You know what I'm saying? Happy as a how's life there? Oh no, like I live in New York and people hear about this a lot. Like New York has women on the streets 24 hours a day. So it's like how can you stay angry? But yeah, I love New York to life. Oh, hey, what up? Who's that? Isha? What up, Isha Pebble? Give me some quotes, man. Ben, who's that? Who's Ben? I'm Ben. What Ben is that? Give you some quotes. Okay, 4 people. All right, I'm gonna get this. So just like I said, I'm blending. Excuse me. I'm juicing tonight. Cooking some basmati rice. I don't think I need to cook no sweet potatoes. But yeah, I'm about to start this workout. Some quotes. You want a good quote? If you fall down, make sure you land on your back. Because if you could look up, you could get up. Always remember that. Experience is a great teacher. These are the quotes I live by. Cause boy, I got a life. Don't worry. Don't worry. The autobiography coming out soon. Ben, where you from, Ben? Diced potatoes. Yeah. I do sweet potatoes, right? Good for the sugar, natural sugar. Like if you're eating cleaner, because potatoes could be real good. It's just you know what I mean. You don't want to go too crazy with them. I'm going to make a visit next year, bro. My uncle lives in Brooklyn, and we. You're stupid. I'm from Canada, Winnipeg. Okay, that's what's up. My name's Ben too. Canada. Yeah. Do you have a Labor Day in Winnipeg? Pakistan in the house. What's up, Pakistan? Okay, 12 o'clock. Another 5 minutes. I'm gonna start. Ben 10. Yeah, that's what my girl used to call me. I like that cartoon too. Yeah, I'm 41. I still watch cartoons. Yeah, bro. Okay. What's the temperature right now in Pakistan? Is it hot or cold? Because I know it does. And does it snow? Because you know it snows in New York. I mean, we getting in the hotter weather. It is kaboom. Stupid. No, it don't snow. Oh, okay. I like y'all women too, Pakistan Mo. I like y'all women too. Cause you know New York's a melting pot, so you got all of that out here. I love y'all women actually. And they love me. You need to look at my pic. I got some Pakistan women. Was she from Pakistan? No, I think she was. Okay, I got an Iran, an Iraq. Cause y'all know I love women to life. I want to come to New York, but Trump. Yeah, man, he's doing a lot. Word, liking shit alive, y'all, liking shit alive. Yeah, Trump doing a lot. He's doing a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? When I came to America, at the time that was 89, 1989, I believe, 1989. And they had it to where if your parent became a citizen, the children automatically become a citizen. Trump is love. Trump is life. Listen, San Andreas. Okay, what up? What type of music I listen to? I don't like rap music too much because it promotes too much reckless behavior. You know what I mean? Just like playing Call of Duty. I don't even like Call of Duty and all stuff like that. But like La Russell, I like positive rap. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I like lyric because New York, we're lyrical. We like to hear how somebody busts that pen to the paper. Meaning we want metaphors, similes, double entendres, triple entendres, quadruple entendres. We want one sentence to mean so much because we like real thought provoked rap, right? How's it going for his own? He's doing good for his own country. It's Carl Johnson, bro. You low key look like CJ from San with more at least in 32 minutes. Nah, bro, Call of Duty is lit. Nah, Call of Duty is fire now, but you know what I mean. You gotta understand like that. This is how they program you. You know what I mean? They're programming you to be killers. Why you think this whole drill music thing? Like I used to be out there, and ain't nobody was moving like how me and these old heads used to move. But now a young boy or a young brother make a rap song. I don't care. When I say young brother, it could be any race. Young brother make a rap song. Never did no. He wasn't active in the streets at all. But now he gonna go spin a block just to make the song pop. I never knew it was gonna become so cool to kill. Back in the days when people were out there getting active, it wasn't. You sound like a crybaby. Listen, that's how I give it up, man. Speaking righteously. I know I'm gonna have some trolls in here. You ever played Boofa? Nah, I don't know what that is. Bro finna get banned by support. Bro say Galactic. What does that mean? Listen to King. Oh yeah, yo. Back in the days, like, well, you know, battle rap is very lyrical. I love that. But you got Corey Guns, you got Cannabis, you got Rakim, you got MC Light. I'm giving y'all all the lyrical people. Shoot, even Nicki Minaj is lyrical. Kendrick Lamar, Jadakiss, Fab, Styles P. Got a lot of them. Oh, got one more minute before I start my workout. Cannabis is flat chilling, bro. We killing on Boots in the TV. You look like if 50 Cent lost 40 Okay, you were y'all look at y'all jumped in the right line because you like I'm retarded like that. Like I like a good joke. Do you play Mobile Legends? Nah, I like a good adventure game though. I was a Zelda head, crazy heavy. Ooh, why y'all keep saying boofa? What does that mean? Cannabis killing priest. These more ever spit truth. Bro, they boofa and I'll tell you something lit. I said that word about 5 times already, Galactic. You ain't hear me? What about Remy Ma? According to you, Remy Martin. Remy Martin, even though Papoose started to help her with her lyrics, she's not the most lyrical. You know what I'm saying? When that's like we like just like I said, Rakim is from back in the day, but we could even talk about somebody new. Like Remy Martin, she doesn't use that much. Like it's not that thought provoked to me. Like when somebody's spitting and I gotta look something up, I like when somebody teaching. You know what I mean? And you can tell when she was with Papoose, he was helping her a little bit, which is cool. Which is cool, you know what I mean? But Remy Martin had went against a lady back in the day called Lady Luck, right? Watch that battle. That's on YouTube still. And just because she was Remy Martin from Lean Back, they made her win. And she shouldn't have. But listen to how Lady Luck was spitting. That's a lyrical spitter. Remy Ma is okay. She spit something recently, hating on Papoose' new girlfriend. Oh, that's what that's about. Just boo for these nuts. Do you play Fortnite? Now, Fortnite, another game. Don't get me wrong, it's fire because I was on my Halo tip top hard body, but it trained you to kill people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get back into that. I mean, you're already talking like a motherfucker doing type lyrical. You're talking like motherfucker. I used to have a friend from Uganda. He snored like bro looked like Ice Cube but low key melt. Galactic. Where did you get that name from? Let's talk about that. Since you want to come with your watered down jokes, your jokes need some electrolytes. They too dry. Where did you? Let me say your whole name. Galactic Pigger. What's that? You are okay, right? Oh, now he wants chill. I thought you would like the joke, man. You got a name. I don't even know where you got that name from. I hope you got money. Cause if you think Okay, real galactic. Hello. Oh, I gotta start exercising. I'm in. Love your personality, Carlos. That ain't that gunslinger I used to know. What Carlos is that? You're not from Brooklyn, are you? Play with all that fire at night. Miss Piggy. Damn. Hat nigga like the pig. No, sir. Oh, that's okay. That's not the Carlos I know. All right, I still mess with you though, Carlos. I love everybody to life. I don't love people to death. I love people to life. I appreciate y'all just coming in here and just messing with me. Just like I said, I'm gonna drop classes on how to eat, exercise, and trade on the stock market Friday. But you can just look at my page right now. I got the basis of stuff on there. You know what I mean? Word. Liking shit alive, y'all. Liking shit alive. I got the basis of stuff on there. Just a country boy. Oh, what country? What part of the country? You mean South of America? What country you from? Where am I from? I'm from New York. Do you like roasting comments? I mean, I don't have no moderators right now, so if I get trolls or whatever, anybody cracking jokes saying I look black or whatever, it is what it is. Loving your videos. I appreciate that, brother. Can I roast you? Do some roasting then. Hey, Carl John. I'm about to start exercising, so I ain't gonna be reading too many. Hey, Carl John. I'm exercising, juicing, and cooking some meal prepping. I'm from down south, Alabama. Oh yeah, yeah, Alabama. I don't think they too much like people. This type of dark. Them light skins may get away with it in Alabama, but they may want to stop me a lot if I'm driving. I mean, real talk. If you can hit 40 push-ups right now, I can't peep the advice you. You must not have looked at my page, Dakota Miller. 40 push-ups. Go look at my page right now. This ninja said 40 push-ups. I can tell you out of shape. 40? I'm 41. How about that? And I could do 150. But anyway, this ninja said 40 push-ups. We in 2025, and that's you. That's the highest number you came up with. I ended up going viral because we were like, he can't do. I said I could do 60 plus pull-ups. He can't. Look on my page, you'll see it. I did 60 pull-ups and dips. Damn, I just shit on my neighbor's doormat. Yeah, Ghost of Kiev. It sound like your name's supposed to be that. Like you meant to spell Kev, but put Kiev. Or that could be Russian. Of course, no disrespect. Just prefer. Nah, I'm joking with y'all. Yeah, man. You're amazing. Appreciate that, Los. Galactic bro, go up and read my comment. Why? Dookie Head, Jonathan Rivera. Liking shit alive, y'all. Liking shit alive. I'm about to start exercising and, you know what I mean, moving and shaking. So y'all gonna see me, but I'm gonna try to get back and forth to the live because, you know, or whoever's liking that, I love y'all to life. I don't love y'all to death. I love y'all to life, you heard? On David, I'm tweaking. On David, you must be from Chicago. No, you ain't write it right, so you definitely ain't from Chicago. But on King David. No, sir, I'll protect you. Oh, yeah, hold on. Yo, Lord. Unless you got a chick with you. A girl and a gun to make me feel protected. And some weights. Thoughts on Pizzagate. Look it up. I want your reaction. Burnouts don't. Yeah, somebody came in the comments because people said I also look like Puff Daddy, Jamie Foxx, and Shannon Sharp, right? And somebody was saying something about Shannon Sharp. I thought they were lying. They're trying to take us dark-skinned brothers out the game. Burnouts don't count. Ooh, Nightcap King. Go look at my page and then come back to the comments. How about that? Homie, 90% of the world can't do for. Oh boy. See, when you talk off of emotion, Dakota, right? Because yes, we can. We're more healthy than number one. It's mainly the United States. You know what I mean? And the rest of the world. The rest of the world hasn't had this obesity problem, right? The rest of the world hasn't just started to ban food from America. It's just that social media is bringing it to light. They've been banning food from America, right? So people out there are way healthier and they can run longer. I'm from Africa. Why you think we come here, especially Kenya? They come here, win the race, go back. They come to New York, win the marathon, get there 150, go back. So don't talk about the rest of the world. I mean, I love y'all to life though, but I'm just letting you know, it's just the United States. They make us unhealthy because I don't want to talk like that before they knock me off the live. But the medical field is $1 trillion business. So I'm just say that and keep it at that. Bunny, what up? Amazing. Who's your favorite hip hop rapper? Right of all time. Yeah, I got top 10 like Brooklyn rappers, Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, Rakim, and I just saw Scarface in Manhattan the other day. You know what I mean? When he came out, that's when I really started to pay attention to people in the South who were lyrical. All the time, bro. Thank you. Yeah, my forehead do have a shadow. Going to Dubai, funny and insightful. At least I like your name. Or if you're gonna crack some jokes, your name should resemble it. That's where Dubai chocolates are made. Yeah, I heard something about Dubai chocolate. What about it though? Is that the thing? Because Russian chocolate that had got popular, but Russian chocolate is not delicious. It's like a harsh taste. That's where Dubai chocolates are made. I gotta give you that time. Eat cheese and olive oil every day, but they are very less obese. Yeah. Even though we are fruitarians, that's why I don't want to get too much. Because when I started to break down all these facts, it's like they don't want you to fact check. They don't like people reading. They want our attention span. Let me stop talking so much because they may do this on YouTube. Because TikTok ended up kicking me off. TikTok, the elites programmed that AI on TikTok. Programmed the algorithms on TikTok to stick to their script. So I'll tell you. Am I rich? No, my money I don't. I'll say that. You probably try to take a flight to New York. Yeah, funny and insightful. U.S. has so much processed food, and I can't. Yeah. People don't even know. Like we all have dormant cells, cancer cells, disease dormant cells in our bodies, and when they get activated, they'll make up stuff. Oh, it's hereditary. That's how the cancer came. No, it's the way they've trained us to eat. That's why a lot of people are slave to their taste buds. A lot of the stuff I make for myself, It's not super delicious. It's not 5-star meals. But it gets you from A to B. It puts gas in the engine and gets you to where you got to go. That's why I take herbs also. Herbs are trained, because you have to retrain how they've trained us. And the elites they've put in a lot of work to train us like this. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you take herbs majority of herbs are not going to taste good because it's supposed to train you back to understand that things that taste good aren't the best for your body. Yeah, my forehead is crazy, Bobby. Can I get a X times stop? Please say hi. I'm a sub if you give me a shout out. Yeah, word up. X times stop. All right, I'm talking too much now. I got to start. For real. Leland Burke, TikTok is trash. Yes, I'm on the airplane now. TikTok is just, you know what I'm saying? You just have to understand how to use, because I don't normally, if I come on social media now, I'm not really reading. I'm not ingesting. You know what I mean? I'm only regurgitating. Meaning I'm not taking in what is giving me. If stuff pop up on my explore page, because a lot of people where the intellectual prowess isn't too broad, so they'll read something on the explore page will tell them something. They go, I can't wait till I get in the conversation so I can sound smart. And they really don't fact check. You know what I mean? But that's how they train you, because we're privy to the most information we've ever been privy to. It's just we still have to deep dive. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, I don't know why black folks, I ain't gonna get too political, but I don't know why black people so angry at the cops, and because white folks get shot by the police the most. And I seen that pop up on my explore page too. And yes, that's a fact. In America, white people do get shot by the police the most. But black people get killed by police the most. But you see how they finagle the facts to spin the narrative, right? So you have a lot of people running around, but just like I said, I love everybody to life. I don't love nobody to death. TikTok is trash. Yes, I'm on airplane now. Yo, what's up, man? I got violently stoned yesterday before 22. I had the time of my word. And enjoying life, Adrian. Alexander, that's what it is. Enjoying life. I mean, as men, we need to still stay focused, though. Like I need to do. Yeah. I don't know if y'all, cause I move around a lot. See, I gotta still unpack the groceries and all that. See the roses, I be handing out roses to women. Yeah. I just hope y'all look at my page. I teach everybody how to eat, exercise, and make money on the stock market. You know what I'm saying? And do you have any idea how much one would have to hate you to not tell you Jesus is the only way to heaven? Oh, you're right. It's like Bill Burr say. I love Bill Burr. The due process is going out of the system. Everyone consumes before understanding and fact checking. Yeah, Bill Burr. He's like even though I started to not like this guy because he's starting to. You can tell he has a handler now. But D.L. Hughley. Like Chris Rock, like I like when people teach. I don't care what you're in. If you're teaching something, I love you to life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to check it, but I just like to learn something new at all times. Because a lot of people don't have no idea. Like I was telling a young brother yesterday on live, he's like, "Yo, I'm going through the depression. I know it has something to do with eating." I'm like, "Yeah, number one, if you're going through depression, I advise anybody because when you eat straight plants, it's like depression. You have to understand that elevation of your cortisol levels, right? So it's a neurological. The neurological system has a lot to play with that. So you just need to figure out how to lower your cortisol levels down, right? So number one, sugars raise your cortisol levels, right? So eating basically, I tell people if you're gonna eat sugar, eat natural sugars, and your diet needs to be clean. If you're in America, now we're not talking about the standard American diet, SAD. That's why it stands for. That's why it's an acronym for that, right? But if like grapes, I recommend everybody try going on a grape diet for like 4 days, 5 days, and watch how you can go take. Like if you don't have a good hospital, they'll give you false information. Do you have any? Nah, Dave Chappelle's wild funny. Dave Chappelle makes lots of sense. Lots of sense. Like he's another person where you can tell that experience was a great teacher in his life, and that's what we all need. Experience is supposed to be a great teacher in all of our lives. Right? But yeah, I don't want to end the live, but I got a lot of stuff to do. And lives make me. Oh, I gotta change my screen protector. That's what I said. Yeah. Praise God for a screen protector. Hello, bro. How are you doing, bro? What's up, my brother? It's nice to see you again, brother. I'm very happy to see you again, brother. Thank you, John. Dude, aren't you speaking to your audience? You need to dumb this stuff. No, that's what we don't need to do. Don't dumb it, because like I used to do that because I'm like a nerdy kind of guy. Way down neuroscience and high cortisol levels will go right over that. That's what makes people. That's why if you want number one, if you're the smartest and the most elite in the room, that's what you need to be. But if you do become the most smartest and the most elite, you need to find another room where there's people who are smarter, so that you can learn. I used to do that because I used to see, because people alter how your character has changed, and you don't even realize it. Because when you go into conversation with people, like from head gestures and eye motions will let you know that certain things about you they may not like, and you don't even realize it. So it'll start to train you to not be yourself. You know what I'm saying? No. What up, my ninja? Hello. What up, John? Homie, I find it hard to trust guys wearing V-neck shirts. Hi, John. What? William. Hi, John. What up, my ninja? Oh, so I guess William and John know each other? Oh, yeah. Hello, William. Hello, John. Oh, what? Okay. As long as everybody. And Dakota, that was a dry joke. That was your joke. Your joke needs some Gatorade too. Now, yeah. Go get that electrolyte on that joke. Imposter syndrome or the reverse of imposter syndrome. Funny and insightful. You seem like you got a. You seem like you didn't get your GED in prison. That's how you sound. Like you got a head on your shoulders. Sup, Johnny boy. Oh man, y'all slowing me down. Y'all lucky I don't go to sleep till about 3 because I still gotta read my book, but I gotta cook. And I don't go to sleep till my exercise is done. And if once in a while I'll fall asleep accidentally, all right? You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta wake up for the market, and even though I gotta set up my charts, so I set them up kind of while I was on the streets already. I'm White William. The V-neck was a ping. Oh, Dakota got a fan. Rome dog. You yerk before bed. You jerk. You can't even. I think you meant a J, Dakota. Well, I'm the dumbest person on the internet, so I tend to read to make me a little bit more smarter. Yeah, listen, I tell people to read. That's why, see, it's, people don't, because you get rewarded for having a short attention span. That's why you have a lot of ADHD patients. Or it's doubling and tripling every year because you get rewarded for having a short attention span. It went from Vine that was like a minute clip, now it's like 15-second clips. They go 100 million views. So now everybody's like, yeah, I just need to be retarded for 15 seconds. Hello from India, my brother. Hey, what up, Arv? Thank you for even coming to the live, man. What the F? Watermelon. Yeah, got you. Joker, or at least when y'all come in here sounding slow with your jokes, at least your name resembles how you're acting. Yeah, I don't have any moderators yet. I should show y'all some heat. I'm gonna tell you, I'll be getting this money. Now, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I don't even do that. What is behind me? Oh, that's roses right here, right? Keep them in water. I got a few more. Look at my page. I hand out roses to women when I have free time. What is behind? Think they messed up your hairline, bro. Yeah, can I pay you $200 for more access? And how are you gonna pay me, huh? Let me guess. Cash App? Y'all ninjas never stop. I feel you. I don't even know how I used to give it up. That's how I'm like, you gonna give me money. Let me guess. Cash App or PayPal, huh? It's full of white stuff. What's full of white stuff? Oh, Joker's still trying to be funny? I'll give it maybe about, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, maybe about another 10 minutes and I'll have to go because this does slow me down. Tomorrow we out there handing out roses. I'm gonna start going live. People want to see me live on the stock market. I'm gonna start doing that. But eloquence and nuance is preserved. I hope you ain't just go look up some words funny and insightful just to make. He said, hold on, I'll make Ben know I'm smart. Eloquence and nuance is perceived an outlier in this world. Tell me about it. And if you blend in, we need decadence and rot. Act Roman Rome. I pay cash if you prefer that where you live. Bro, America, New York. Stray Bullet. That's a great name to have when you saying what you saying now. Where are my $40? Long live lunatic. No, sir, I can't write as much as I can crack jokes. Nah, that's good that you know what I mean? Funny, no, you black funny? I mean, you a melanin skinned person funny? Funny, are you melanin skinned? I sold you a 3.5 last week. You told me put on 3.5 for 40. Yeah, you definitely don't live in New York. Everybody beating that number. Even though I don't smoke, but I still know everybody. But that was a feeble attempt Yeah, another 7 minutes and I'm gonna have to go, y'all. As I say, tomorrow's gonna be super litty. I'm gonna be out there. I normally do 3 workouts a day, but I have messed up sleep, so and I lose weight quick. Well, not really. It's just because I do so much. I'm so active. You be high and as hell. Stop the cat. Hell no. You know how much injuries I get. That's one of the main things had me exercising. That started me exercising like this. I got stabbed twice. I got in a car accident, and I had lung surgery. That don't go with drugs. Don't get me wrong. I know people who had all of that. You know, I used to be running around with a lot of daredevils, but we always getting money though. You know what I mean? And they still drinking and doing all that stuff. But 20 years ago, I used to do that. I don't do none of that stuff no more. Call it, of course, same boat, same ways, just a shorter paddle. Damn, bro, God bless you, fam. I'm happy you're still with us. Oh, yeah. Listen, I was out there acting like the boogeyman, because in order to get some money, you gotta act like that. But, you know what I mean? I'm 41. I just look like this. Like, I ain't, nah, because if I go back, don't get me wrong, it was fun, but I made a lot of money, all that, you know what I'm saying? But, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's not it. I trade stock, wholesale houses, you know what I mean? I've always been a hustler, like, it's just it's in my family. It's in me, it's not on me. I come from a family full of overachievers. Both my parents was in my life, and I'm blessed for that. Even though my father just passed, though. Yeah, and I thought when they had caught me that time, it was a crackhead one time, and then the other time was just people hating on how many women love me. Listen, you know what I mean? But like the crackhead, one he skipped town. I think he ended up getting locked up though, because he thought he had did me. He thought he sent me to the upper room the second time. The first time was a crackhead, and niggas got the crackhead. You trade F and O or just equity? Mainly indice pairs, man. I don't do forex too tough. I like volatile. You know, I mean, you got certain forex pairs, and majority of the volatile pairs I do is gold, US 30, Nasdaq, French 40, JP 225, you know what I'm saying? Or if you trading options, SPY and QQQ. What's up, Charleston? Why? Future and options. Future, yeah. Yeah, because I used to be, I really honed in on getting real nice, but I used to be scared of fast pairs. I'm like, dang it! That thing dropped and cleared the account out. I thought it was going on. I thought it was a bullish day. You index fund and equity. Funny. Do you have a broker's account? Cause you sound like you're interested. Hey, all you gotta do is look at my page. But just like I said, I'm dropping classes. It's gonna be $150. Right? Or you can just look at my pages, man. You know what I mean? I got the base of everything really on this page. And I'm not erasing nothing. It's just people wanted me to get more detailed. And I'm like, detailed? You have people. Oh, yeah. Oh, you do? Well, if you got a broker's account with good spreads, I show people how to flip small accounts on there. Or if you got a big account, you know what I mean? I'll show you how to get into good swings. I trade too, not intra, short term. I mean, no, don't get it twisted. Like my strategy is an intraday strategy, but you could use it for scalping. It's just because I know how to read the market. So if I know that, that this candlestick at this price point is coming all the way down to this price point, and it's gonna reach this price point in probably another 3 or 4 days, because fair value gaps, that's how you get rich. Then you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let that thing run. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop some more lot sizes You know what I mean? Probably on the second day. But you could come and jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out with the strategy also. But nah, because when I see certain brothers get $1 million on a play, I'm like, damn, I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? But how? And I'm like, how do they find out like where to jump in, and how do they get in such a good swing? And then I just started to realize all I'm gonna tell you is just fair value, guys. You know what I mean? It just tells you the direction that the market's going. And that took me a minute. You know what I mean? I don't use indicators, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking at all the greats, you know what I'm saying? They don't use them. And I'm like, all right, let me not, you know what I mean? So I just really started to understand what the candles were saying to me. It took out. Yeah, but I can't do that full. Also, the market, I've invested in volatile, so I try to bring my overall volatility and underlying risk just to cheap. Oh yeah, no, I don't suggest nobody to come with your last, because I had a lot of people, especially I know a lot of people were bred, a lot of us, but they had such terrible advice. They took $15,000, threw it in the market, had no education, lost it, and came back with another 20. And I'm like, this brother lived with his mother. And I'm like, no, you got all this bread, and you just, and he's telling me, man, put 10,000 and put 10. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I started with $14. I didn't even know you. That's why people get it misconstrued. People that in real estate, like to sell a house. I sold a house in Cleveland and Detroit for $0. I didn't put no money in, right? But I started with $14 in the market. You're not gonna get rich over $14. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna get poor either. But it's gonna force you to get the education. It's just you need to have some real money in, because when you consistently demo trade, you don't know how to control your nerves, because you just know automatically you're not going to lose. But just put little money in. You know what I say? 14, 20, whatever you can put in. And you may have to start with a Forex pair or something of that nature, or no, you can put it, everybody can get at least $50. $50, $50, try indice pair, right? Them volatile pairs, they respect market structure the most, and that's how you really get bread. You have to understand the market structure, the direction that the market's going. You know what I'm saying? But you start with small money, and it's gonna force you to learn the education. I'm not saying quit your job yet. Start with small money. You could look at my videos and practice a strategy, you know what I mean? And you need to understand that you're not going to get a trade every day. You know what I'm saying? Because, they got that whole mantra, the 90% of traders fail the market. And just like I said, if you got your GED in prison, that sounds like a whole lot. It sounds like nobody gets, but I'm like, what? So I started to do the math. I said 90% of traders are not successful in the market? So that leaves 10%. So I said, all right. We're at 8 billion people right now, right? Soon to be 9 billion. But I said, all right, 8 billion people on the planet. 10% of that is 800 million people. So I'm like, damn, 800 million people are successful. That's a big number. It's just you have to do the calculations, because this is how they spin a narrative, because they know that people aren't going to fact check or do their due diligence to figure out what that really means. So I said, hold on. Okay, let me see how many people have a broker's account. So I looked that up, and they said 10 million people have a broker's account. I said $12 trillion in the stock market, and only 10 million? $12 trillion in the stock market and only 10 million. I said, you know what? I'll take the number. I'll take the number, because I had to dig a little deeper to find out. So I'll take 10 million. So 10% of 10 million is a million. So they're saying that 1 million people are successful in the stock market. That's a lot of people. There's no town on the planet that has 1 million people in the town, because that's a lot of people. But people don't know this, so they'll quit fast. Because the two things that you need to have when you're dealing with the stock market, the reason people fail is because they don't know what they're looking for, and they don't have no patience. Once you know what you're looking for and you have patience, then it's all about compounding money now. It's just like, okay, once you figure that out, now you're just stacking your bread to start investing into something else. You know what I mean? I got my homeboy, because I had invested in Airbnbs during COVID. My money was up. And but I lost a lot of money buying all this furniture, storages. Didn't know what I was doing, but it was a great experience, right? Ended up getting my LLC. I still got my LLC, right? But now I'm ready. Now I'm getting ready because I got a friend. He deals with luxury cars. Another friend, he put jet skis out in the south, renting them out. I said, all right, I'm gonna do all of that. I'm gonna do all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take all of y'all with me too while I'm doing it. Thanks again to gambling. Andre. Yeah, what I can do for. True volatility is when you make money, the better the spread, the better the probability downside, the higher the risk too. 93% based on yeah, there's a lot of ways that you could go about figuring out a strategy on the market. Mine is like one of the best though. You know what I mean? Because it's no matter what's going on, if a company is selling shares or not, like just like I said, fair value gaps. It's you know what I mean? Because like one tip, I saw one white boy, he had posted it on YouTube, and those spinning things that you hold in your finger, them little special ed toys, special needs toys, he was seeing on TikTok. That's what made me, I'm like, I have to get more in depth with social media. He was always on TikTok, and he would notice people start to post a lot about them. So he just put a whole lot of money into that stock. Next thing you know, boom! The bulls took that stock over. He made a whole bunch of bread on that play, right? Because he just kept seeing people make videos of that, that little spinning thing. So that's another way. But nah, just like I said, doing all that extra stuff, yeah, that you can do that. But fair value gaps is where it's at. Of course, most of them are institutional investors, brother, calculate profits based on when you exit and enter. And you could have 9 small losses and 1 big. Yeah. When people always say that a lot too, right? But I don't want no losses. And with my strategy, I don't really lose because number one, it's already on there. But I just tell it. It's already on there. Well, people should not be looking for a play in the market unless the market is trending. Point blank, period. If the market is consolidating, those are the times when people lose all their bread, right? Unless you were in a swing. If you were in a swing, you know what I'm saying? But with my strategy, it only plays out when the market is trending. So if you don't even know what trending means, that's the only time my strategy plays out. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm going to keep it all the way 100 with you. It's almost like you can't lose. You just got to be patient. My strategy, the most I've seen, it'll play out like 4 or 5 times a day, but a month, 4 or 5 times a month. But when you see it, number one, we're not talking with intraday, so it's like 100, 200, and then you get swings. It's like at least one swing every month to get you 1,000 pips. And it's like once you understand it, then risk management definitely needs to be, practiced. Because once people start seeing like, oh, this is what Ben was talking about, then they may want to try to put it in layman's terms for people to understand. Oh no, it's only me and you, funny. But yeah, so risk management is definitely imperative to every trader. Because with my strategy, and you start to realize, you'll say, okay, I see it's at this price point, and from these fair value gaps, it's telling me it's gonna come all the way down here. But it's not going to do that today. It may take 3 or 4 days. So you jump in. And by that second day, people probably get hyped as ever. All right? Because it's going to happen. Do I got 1,000 pip trade? I think I posted 1,000 pip trade. It was on US 30. I think it's on this page. They get the market direction slowly as they follow the big wigs and end up taking the shorts. I check out your videos in detail, but can you give an elevated pitch on the theme of your strategy? Is it buy, hold, sell, or is it buy and head? You need to understand, before knowing to buy, hold, or sell, you need to understand what a fair value gap is. All right? If you're not too familiar with the fair value gap, number one, download ChatGPT. That's another That's another. I mean, it's not as safe as my strategy, but that's another cheat code. Chat GPT. You just have to know. You got to know all the market terminologies and just talk to chat. But if you're not too familiar with fair value gaps, me explaining it in detail right now, it's gonna be a little confusing. You know what I mean? Because you could be buying, you could be selling. You know what I mean? It depends. It depends. You know what I mean? Because I don't. That's almost just like saying, okay, I normally buy at supply zones, or I normally sell at demand zones. It's like, one we have to look. Things have to be created. I mean, I got it. I don't want to do it because I'm about to start teaching it in detail. Okay. Okay. I'll tell you this. In order to know whether you want to buy, sell, or hedge, right? The higher time frame will tell you higher time frames, right? Because you need to understand what direction the market's going in. First of all, before you think on buying, selling, like all of that. Once you understand the higher time frames will tell you exactly where to buy, where to sell, you know what I mean? Because it's going to give you a price point. Once you see that price point, that's when you jump down to the lower time frame. And that's when you'll know, you know what I mean? The higher time frame will tell you, all right, at this price point, you can pull this move. You drop down to a lower time frame, whether you want to buy, sell, you know, so you have to use the higher time frame first to figure out anything. Anything you're trying to figure out with the market, you need to look at that higher time frame first. Cause I think just like I said, that US 30, I brought and held that thing. I hope I got it. If I don't got it on there, I'm gonna end up putting that in the class. But yeah, and that was probably. Is that the only 1,000 pip trade I jumped into or recorded? Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who that at the door? What up, Jessica? CPA here. But yeah, don't get me wrong. I like to buy and hold. Right? I do like to buy and hold. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do like to buy and hold, especially when I know exactly how long to hold it for. Don't get me wrong, I still come back and check on things like, oh, okay. But just like I said, when I jump into a trade and I know I can hold it for at least 4 days, by the second, and this happens a lot too, especially on them industry pairs, futures also. By that second day, it done did a dip so good for you that you really could walk away. And even though I normally walk, because I like to set it and forget it. That's how I like to. That's, you know what I mean? If I can't set it and forget it, then I don't want to. And when I say set it and forget it, I don't mean walking away for 8 years. I mean, like, set it, just like, you know what I mean? I'm intraday, so sometimes it may take an hour or less. All right? I don't like to set it and, oh, I hope it don't, and get nervous and fart and all this stuff. Nah. The window, who that? That's not the door, that's a window. By higher time frames, you mean the trend over a long period of time. Yeah, because, yeah, I said scalping is cool. I do that. Honestly, I do everything. You know what I mean? You can do everything. It's just if I do see other things play out, my strategy is just like this intraday, but you can use it as a scalper. You can use it as a scalper. Once you know the higher time frame tell you what to do, you jump down to the lower time frame and you can jump in and out. Just lot size that thing up. You know what I mean? But I was doing that at first, and it's too nerve-wracking. It's too nerve-wracking. It was making my nerves bad, even though I got all these ways of making my nerves correct, from herbs to what is it? Power poses. You know what I mean? And making sure my diet is extremely militant, natural sugars only, you know what I'm saying? But besides all that was too nerve-wracking. I'm like, you put that lot size up, you jump in, because that's how you're really supposed to scalp. Because you're jumping in and out because you got either a decent account and you got that lot size that so it makes sense to jump in for a couple of seconds or a minute of, you know what I mean, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. He said, I'm dead serious for like, just look funny. You could just look at, because I'm going to keep those videos, but just like I said, I got a class, because I ended up going viral on Body by Mark. You can check me out over there too. I think it's at 4 million views. I told people what I do because I hand out roses to women on my free time. It's just 3 months ago, somebody saw me. He argued me down and, man, you trying to spread love, record it. I said, shut your drunk. You know what? Yeah, you're probably onto something. So I started recording it. But yeah, I was on that Body by Mark and I was letting people know, like, yo, hand out roses. This how I eat. This how I exercise. This how I make money. But I was just trying to talk about the roses. That's it. Because he ran down on me. I'm like, I said, who this white boy? It just came out. No, I could record. I said, you recording me already? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he ran down on me, and people. I've always been trying to put my especially my melanin skin brothers. I've always been trying to put us on. Or always have. I don't wait for the president or a congressman or a mayor, even though yeah they can help. But I always spread love. It's the Brooklyn way, you know what I'm saying? But people wanted me to get even more in depth, and I'm like, all right, well then, might as well put a number to it. So the eating and the exercise videos, that's gonna be $30 a wop. Stock market videos, $150. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to like, train, but I'm like, people, y'all can just look at my videos on the page and. Nice. Yeah, my strategy is based on the risk profile of equity. Only trade in equity. I fix 20, 40, 80, and trigger trade and book my profits. I'm the portfolio which I keep for compounding. Word, compounded. That's what I had to get used to. You know what I mean? I had to learn that too. I've only been trading for 2 years now. But I've been profitable for about the last year now. But that first year, because I'm crazy for real, but crazy in a good way, like a mad scientist. Because I was locking myself in my house, like I'm not going nowhere till I get this. I was eating all kinds of stuff. I buy corner store food, you know. That's how I was living, you know what I mean. But I was on this laptop. First, I was messing with all these damn indicators. I'm like, these indicators gonna make me jump out the window. Seems like you're on a speedboat and I'm on a kayak. You know, investment. No, listen, but yeah and no, but that's all good though. That's all good as long as you gotta have direction. As long as you have direction, you know what I mean? Because people are so trained to be misled. Like life, especially for a man. Life for a man, it doesn't start till 40. I'm gonna be honest. I'm 41 now. Life for a man, like if you look up. Everybody's not Michael Jackson. We ain't all gonna be a millionaire at 5 years old. You know what I mean? Or Drake and all of them. Nah, or a little pump. Nah, that's not. You know what I mean? Men normally catch their financial stride in the United States from the age of 45 to 55, but they're not gonna promote this. They're gonna make everybody believe you're supposed to be rich now. Nah. Don't get me wrong. If you can, cool. But nah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? Studies always say one of the ways to get to financial freedom in your early years, the literature states that going to the military or getting a girl. You know, they done train everybody to hate each other. You get with a woman, boom. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all separated, which they want, you got a mortgage here, That's 2 bills. Y'all get together, you're consolidating your finances. You know what I mean? And you can look this stuff up. I know everybody done looked up how to get rich. It'll say that in there. It ain't gonna say rich, it's gonna say it gets some type of financial stability. But besides that, life does not start for a man until the age of 40. You can look that up. Just like I said, it says it everywhere. And even if you pertain it to your own anecdotal life from what you see, that's how it is. People aren't rich early. That's not realistic. So you're on a kayak, cool. That means you moving still. and you have some sort of direction. I take less risks and I'm content with modest rewards. You have the gut to take more risk, and I'm sure it's rewarding you. Yeah, but I'm a risk taker though. Like I was telling you, all them injuries I had, I'm a risk taker. I'm a risk taker. You know what I mean? But it's calculated risk. You know what I mean? To come up with an extremely good hypothesis for winning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm a risk taker. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a daredevil. But I try to bottle that thing up because I used to be. Because people are still trying me because I used to use that type of attitude and really go kind of crazy. But that's the difference between a male and a man. You know what I'm saying? You have to evolve. You have to evolve and become who you're supposed to be. And being childish and being extremely sensitive, that's what we all need to understand, that we have to work on that as men. You know what I'm saying? What's your background, if I may ask? Professional and academic. I mean, I graduated from community college, Nassau Community College, and I got my associates in African American Studies. But I only went to, it was so crazy because there was an African American museum right near the college. And I was like, I'm born in Africa, African American Studies Museum right here. Boom, I done figured it out. Right, and I only did that for about 6 months. And then let's just say after that, because I'm come from a family full of overachievers, right? But I took that overachieving mentality and I pertained it to the streets. All right, so I got active early, and I was very financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Very financially stable, putting everybody on. But that wasn't the way to go. And I had a great 6-year run. Then it all stopped. And I'm still here, but my hustle never stopped. And I don't like to use the word hustle because they have such a negative connotation towards that word. But that's basically what it is. The hustle never stopped. So once I finally had my epiphany, all right, because it's hard. That's why I had, like, this is something funny with Benzino. I don't know if you know the rapper Benzino, his daughter's Coil Ray. When Benzino was beefing with Eminem, Benzino kept talking to Eminem like, man, you a white boy. I was making all this money from cracking dick. Eminem basically said to him, he's like, Ninja, if you was making all that money, you would stay selling crack. Because he's like, when you out there getting money, that's why when you were here, like, people they look at me crazy when I get in trouble, and they're like, when you get home, what you doing? I know exactly what I'm doing. They're like, he crazy. If you making money, you ain't, you know what I mean, you gonna go right back to it. But that wasn't me though. It's just I'm a businessman. So ambitious, hungry, passionate, and hardworking. Yes, hardworking. Like that's one thing I never experienced failure. I never did. All right, because when you don't stop trying, you really don't experience failure, and that's how I look at it. That's how I've always looked at it. That's how I've always looked. If you don't stop trying, you will never experience failure, brother. That's it. I don't care if they say, "Oh, you failed the test." Well, I'll take it again. I didn't fail. I just wasn't ready to pass today. And I guarantee you, I'm gonna pass it the next time. That's how I always looked at it. People used to be like, "Yeah, this guy." He's always tell me I'm gonna go somewhere and be something. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I put myself through a lot, put my family through a lot. They put me through a lot too. But these days we're more clear headed. That's why I was like, I used to smoke cigarettes, all that, weed, all that. That was 20 years ago. 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Pop, ecstasy, yeah, I did all that. Whatever I was making money off, I was out there because I'm like, dang. Because what even made me start was using drugs. When I was out there getting money, how I was getting it, I'm like, dang. This one person gave me thousands of dollars for this. Does it make him feel that good? That's a very interesting and unique philosophy about trying and fail. Yeah, no, that's basically it. You'll never experience failure if you don't stop trying. It's just you weren't ready to succeed at that time. But that's not considered failure. That was just an attempt. You know what I mean? Failure, that's why when people say, oh, I got problems. I don't got no problems. People who are not trying to solve them have problems. I just go through certain circumstances. And yeah, looking at the world like that is extremely good on the soul. You know what I mean? Excuse me, you know what I mean. That's a hood phrase. But yeah, that's how I've been moving, man, and I've never stopped thinking that. And when you move like me, because I know I'm him for real. Like, I know I'm him for real. And when you him or her, like, you're gonna have people who don't like it. Cause you know this world is more estrogen based, and that was because of the elites. But nobody really likes to work hard. So when they see somebody work, I've always worked extremely hard. My pops used to go, yo, you just like your mother, you won't stop till it's finished. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I've always bust like that's just because they make me feel great. That's why okay, if you should look at my page, like I mean funny. See how I exercise. You'll see that. You'll be like, damn, this nigga, he must have an Olympic meet coming up or something. Nah, that's just how I work. I work diligently and I go hard. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no other way. It's no other way I know. You know what I mean? When I try to do things half behind, that's exactly what I got. A half job. I had to learn that if you start it, don't stop till you finish. And that's also that's probably the only thing you can learn from school also, because school it just trains you to become a 9-to-5 worker. People don't even know that. Last time I checked this, 1,165 millionaires that are created every day. It's maybe higher now, because people are, you know what I mean? Just like I said, we're privy to the most information we have been till this day, right? But school trains you to not become rich. It trains you to become a worker. Because I believe it was Theodore Roosevelt. He had a saying that said before he's gone, he's going to make sure that America has 9-to-5 workers to keep it stable. So that's why one of the creators of the school curriculum, especially in the United States, that's all he pertain the curriculum for, is to make you a 9-to-5 worker, to have that mindset, to have that type of mind to say, okay, yeah, that's why you have people who come to me. I don't party or none of that. I don't do none of that. But you have people come to me, hey, yo, Ben, man, I done gave the man his 40 hours. You trying to go smoke? I don't get high. Oh, yeah, well, you know, I did the overtime too, so you want to go to a club? I don't go to a club. Damn, Ninja, you don't do nothing. I make money, I exercise. I talk to a lot of women. That's what. Yeah, you're trained. But the only thing that you should really get from school is school will teach you if you don't stop, you will finish. That's it. But all that other stuff it teaches you is like you ain't going into the bank and they saying, we can't find your funds. You're gonna go, hold on, well, let me calculate E equals MC squares. You ain't doing all that. You probably pull a gun out and tell her, all right, chick, you better give me the money in your pocket or somebody dying. Where my money at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a positive way to look at life. Yeah. I look through your videos, do keep your conviction, and that's probably the only thing that holds us together against that. Of course, and it's not even conviction, right? Yes, but it's factual stuff. Because you know I'm a man. I'm a logical creature. All of this stuff I'm regurgitating to you, I've read. There's tons of literature out there. You know what I'm saying? To the whole, you don't experience failure if you never stop trying. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. I was telling a young lady in the gym today, she's like, man, because you just have to continue working hard. But she's like, man, I can lose this weight. I can't lose the weight. But I said, you gonna get there. Because every time I see you, you talking about it. So you ain't gonna stop. So I know I'm just waiting for you to get it got. Because it's coming off like a pound or two at a time for her. And she wanna gain weight. Like me, I would have got all that off. Because me, I'm super militant. All right. Like one time I had a gut because when I went to the South with my parents, they see me eating all this plant. When you eat plant, people are just buy food. I ain't never seen, like, they don't even feed the homeless this much. When you tell people you eat plant, they just want to feed you. Oh, you killing yourself. Yeah, take it. So I ended up getting a gut, right? Eating like 7 times a day African food, 7, 8 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm a peanut butter and jelly sandwichaholic. I mean, back in the day though. And I had a gut. Came back to my place in up north. I'm around my girl and her son. I'm trying to suck the gut in. This dumb little ninja keep hitting it. Hey, man, you got a stomach. I'm like, I'm about to throw this little ninja out the window. You know what I mean? But it was messing with me because I was trying to hide. I'm like, nah, I ain't got no stomach. I ain't going to my mother and get fat. That little kid kept hitting it. I said, damn. So I didn't eat for 4 days. By the third day, my 8-pack was back. But when I say I didn't eat, like I went on a juice diet. Like it was very calculated. I'm not saying I was there starving like Mahatma Gandhi. You know what I mean? But it was a straight juice diet. I knew exactly what fruits and vegetables to juice. I constantly ate that, and all I did was sit-ups. That's it. All I did was sit-ups. By the second day, I saw the gut going down. Third day, 8-pack was back. Fourth day, I looked like that video that went viral on Body by Mark, or like how I am now. That's why, you know, I just don't try to tell that to too many people, right? Hey, metallic. No, you just gotta work hard. But that young lady, she's so determined. I'm like, oh, you gonna get there. She was trying to talk that reckless negative. Dang it, I'm about to do the Ozempic. I'm like, all right. You better get some shades and learn how to play the piano, because them people who was shooting up that Ozempic shot, they were becoming blind. So you better ask Stevie Wonder to just move over. You know what I mean? And whisper a note or two in your ear so that she can get nice. But that's that route. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's just, well, they were abusing it. But yeah, that's a fact. You will never fail if you don't stop. You know what I mean? And these are, just like I said, I'll be repetitive by saying this all the time because that's just what it is. It's nothing. There's no cap in that rap at all. That's you know what I mean? But I've been chopping it up. Yeah, I've read some of them too. Yeah, yo, funny. I love you out of life, man. Or is it just love you, brother. Love you, black man, to life, man. I don't love you to death. I love you to life, brother. I'm about to start this workout and start blending and juicing and all of that. I'm gonna be out tomorrow, so you may, I don't know if you want to jump in the line. I'm gonna be around a whole bunch of women. So you may want to jump in the line tomorrow. Peace, brother. Thanks for jumping in, man. Pause. Oh, that sounds crazy.